Ugh. Is Ringo Starr a pathetic joke, ladies and gentlemen? He's a buffoon. He can't sing for shite. He can't write a song to save his life. He's just a party animal drunkard. That's what Ringo is. The luckiest drummer on the planet. No, better than that. He's the luckiest man on the planet for finding his way into the greatest musical act of all time. He's a clown. He's a goofball. Yeah. Can't drum for shite. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Folks, that is what a lot of people like to say about Ringo Starr. These are the things they claim about Ringo. But not me. No. I would never say those things about Ringo because I actually admire Ringo Starr. Yes, I do, folks. I admire the man. I do. After the breakup of the Beatles, he was on fire. He was. Within 4 years of the group's breakup, up to about 1974, mid-70s or so, Ringo was probably, arguably, the most successful of the solo Beatles. I'm not even talking other countries now. Just in the United States, 7 top 10 smash hits. 2 stellar number ones for Ringo. A top album with the Ringo 73 album. Another top 20 album, made number 14, Goodnight Vienna. I think it might have been top 10. Top 10, Goodnight Vienna. 2 stellar albums. But like all things, Ringo, good-natured, partying type of guy. By the mid to late 70s, as the late 70s crept in and as we came into the 80s, Ringo became kind of a lost soul. He did. He became a lost soul. But the thing about Ringo you have to remember is he did not let it drag him into the gutter and ruin his life forever and become a casualty of rock and roll and end up deceased or dead from drunkenness or drugs or whatever, or an accident or something silly. No, Ringo pulled himself out of it. He transformed himself. He had an epiphany and said, enough's enough. I've got to do something about this. And he did. He went from basically a drunken layabout, just someone would bring to the party to be the local fool and laugh at him and uninspired. He went from that to being clean. He cleaned himself up. He got fit and trim, working out. He got motivated. He got dedicated. He's like a musical Energizer bunny since those days. Healthy, eating right, working out, dieting, doesn't drink anymore, doesn't smoke, doesn't do anything to harm his body. You got to give the guy credit what he became. He's gotten so motivated and so dedicated that he's had up to 20 studio albums during his career. The most recent full album being What's My Name in 2019, and that is one of his better albums. His last full studio album was one of his best, in my opinion. I loved it. He's released 5 LPs in the span of only a few years. Most of them containing 4 songs, but at least one of them having 5 songs on it. The man is just a machine. The most recent being this year, Crooked Boy, came out earlier this year, and there was a lot of great tracks on that EP, I felt. You want to talk about motivated? Since 1989, when he cleaned his act up, 15 Ringo and the All-Star Band tours. 15 tours, folks. full tours with some of the greatest legends of rock and roll on his rosters over the years. My God, when I think back on it. 1989, he did a tour in 92, 95, then he did a 97, 98 tour, then he toured again in 99, then he toured again in 2000, 2001, then he skipped a couple of years. Poor guy needed a break. 2003, does another one, then he did one in I want to say it was around 2006 or so. He did one, then he came back in what was it after the 06 one? 08, I think he did another tour, then he did one in 2010 to 2011, I believe, then he did one 2017, 2018, 2019, 2021, 2022. It's like every year this guy's touring. He's even recently toured up to this year, 2024, but then he got sick. He got a very bad cold. We wish Ringo all the best. I think he's fully recovered now, but the man must have been exhausted, and his system was just vulnerable, whatever, but he got sick, 84 years old. The poor guy, and he had to cancel a couple of dates. But Ringo rarely does that. He rarely would cancel dates, So we're wishing Ringo all the best. He'll be back, I'm sure. He'll be doing tours again, I'm sure. And his drumming, folks, on these tours and in the studio is better than ever. He's drumming better now than he ever has in the past. His singing is fantastic. He hasn't skipped a beat. Now, granted, I know Ringo isn't like Paul George or Ringo with the voice, having the great voice and all that. But you know what? Ringo is Ringo. His voice is what it was, going all the way back to Boys and I Want to Be Your Man. And he still pretty much has that voice to this day. So you got to give the guy credit. No signs of Ringo stopping. Give him credit. Give him kudos. 84 years old. Oh, my goodness. We just wish the best for Ringo. And he's not even slowing down yet, because there is talk of making up some of the shows he had to cancel. And maybe there'll be another tour. Who knows? He's working on a full album right now, folks. Go figure. The man just doesn't stop. He's working on a full country album right now with the legendary T-Bone Burnett producing and helping on this full country rock or country flavored album. The guy's amazing. I know many of you, like when you first saw the thumbnail and when I first started the video, and I was so ashamed I had to wear a mask to say those things about Ringo. But that's what people think about Ringo. I wanted to get your attention because Ringo deserves a lot of credit. All right, these naysayers who put him down and make fun of him and call him names, and he can't do this, it's Ringo, and they fluff him off and all that. That's wrong. The guy, he may not be the most legendary songwriter. He may not be the best singer. He may not, in your world, be even the best drummer. He may not put out the best albums among the four solo beats, whatever you want to say. But the man is steady. He's rock solid. He's always been steady and rock solid and consistent, other than that little period in the late 70s coming into the 80s. Okay, he kind of stumbled a little bit, but he cleaned himself up, got himself fit, trim, and healthy. And look at the guy today, 84 years old. He's amazing, absolutely amazing. So, folks, I just felt it was time to give Ringo some credit, some kudos, and just say, Ringo, we love you, buddy. We love you. Looking forward to the brand new country flavored album. Looking forward to more shows from you. 84 years young, no signs of slowing down. And to me, that's an inspiration. I'm 63 years old, and guys like Ringo inspire me because I can look at him, how he's fit, he's trim, he's out there, he's active, he's motivated, he's dedicated, he's doing it. And it gives me hope that I can be the same way in 20 years or so. So, Ringo, we love you. Keep doing what you're doing. And folks, go listen to some Ringo Starr. And as I lather you with my Halloween colored themed Beatles costume, I thought you'd get a kick out of this, folks. For the fall season, the Beatles look, okay? Everyone should have one. Love you all. Bye-bye.